Hello friend, welcome back to my new lecture on Introduction to Windows Programming. So today I am discussing about Windows programming in C#.NET. So basically there are two types of the programming, Windows programming and console based programming. So we have already discussed about the control based programming, and now in this lecture I am discussing about the Windows programming. So in this program you can see here we have namespace Windows, and the program will be windows.cs, and this is the base class, and we have to create form inside the namespace. In case of the console programming we have to write here public class1, and while in case of the Windows programming we'll write here public class form1 inherited by the form base class. And inside this form class we have been this form constructor, and this is the tags. We have mentioned here the tags inside this form constructor, and we have main also. And main, you can see here we are creating the object of this form class. Win form is the object of this form class and equals to new form. And when we will write here application dot run, this will be the execution of this constructor. So application dot run win form. So we are running the object of this win form. As we are running this win form, it will execute its constructor form1, and simply this message will be displayed on the frame. So you can see here this is the frame, and this one, the message simple Windows application. So it will be displayed here simple Windows application. So output generated from Windows application. Again you can see here we have mentioned here text. This text is simple Windows application, and as we will write here application dot run. First of all we have created the object of this form1, win form equals to new form, and we are running this win form application dot run win form. As we will execute this constructor, start the process loop. So it will execute the constructor. First of all it will execute its constructor already automatically executed. When we will write the constructor, we will initiate the object, so it will execute, and it will change the message simple Windows application. So you can see here simple Windows application is the message. So window based form, this is window based form output generated from Windows application. You can see here this Windows application. And when we will start the program, rather than clicking on console application, we have to select this Windows application. Here if we have console application, so we are not going for the console application. Here we are using this Windows application. So we have to select Visual C Sharp, select the file, new project, select the new project, and then we will have this window. And here we will select Visual C Sharp, and inside Visual C Sharp we have to select Windows application, and then we will write the name of the class. First Windows is the name, and we can browse it, this one also. uh, so you can see here in this slide. So we have to select this window application, and accordingly we have to select the file name, and we can browse here also. We can provide the location where to store this file. So we can browse this location here. So this is the main window when we will select the window application. And after selecting the window application, we have this IDE, integrated, we can say it integrated development environment. So we'll have this design window, as well as we have start window, and we have also the code window also. So you can see here this is the panel of toolbox. We have been all the toolbox here. It is marked by this toolbox, and switch between design and code window. And when we will click on this button, then it will convert it into code window, and again it will convert it into design window. So it will switch design and code window, switch between design and code view using view menu. And this is start page, and this is design view also, and this is property. Suppose we have dragged here some button also here in this design window, so it will show the property or design, sorry, button. Suppose we we have drawn a checkbox here, so it will show all the property of the checkbox. So this is property window. We have been different property, so this time it will show the property of form. So in this lecture I am describing you the form, all the different property of form. So it will display the four color of the form border style, right to left and right to left layout of the form. So different properties of this form we have been here. So this is property window, and same time we have also solution explorer. So when we will click on this tab, then it will show the solution explorer, and in solution explorer it will show the name of file and name of references, whatever the reference we are providing here. So it will display all the references. So this is the application. Now this is pushing button, and by this pushing button you can expand it and accordingly. So you can see here design window as well as form window. This is first one is the code window, and this is design window. Design is written in front of this form1.cs, and we can see here this property window. We have been this property window. When we'll click, then it will show the solution explorer. When we'll click on this property, then it will show the properties. Dynamic help also there. So we have been these three. So we have to understand this complete window, and this is called IDE, integrated development environment. And we have been different type of you can see here different category of tools. All the windows form different category. When we will press on this dash, then we will have another different category, and we can scroll this toolbox up and down. So this is also called dockable window. So and we have been these are the menu. We can take help of these menus also, and after writing the program we will execute by clicking on this start button. And this is the Windows form, and Windows form there are some important point regarding this Windows form. Extensive collection of the control classes. So it has been different classes, control classes. You can see here, suppose we have been forms, and we will have form class inside this form1.cs, and top level window for the application called form. So it is top level window. This is form, this is top level window, and inside this window we will have all the component inside this window, and we may be some sub window inside this form one. Now the third point, each control has large collection of property. So I have already explained you. So each control means each form having the different component. We have seen these all these component, all these tools, and we can put all these tools or different tools according to requirement on this form. And finally you can see here, select the property from the alphabetized list properties window and change the property by clicking the box and selecting typing the new entry. So we have been the properties window, and we can change these property. Suppose we had clicked on this property, we will have true. Suppose we want to true it, then we will have to select the true, and accordingly we can change their value. Suppose we have been the caption button of any button tool, then we can change the caption accordingly. So file name also we can change, form name we can also change. The name by default it's form one, so we can change its name. Suppose we are creating the admission form, then we can write here admission.cs. So we can update, manipulate anything by this properties window. So these are the benefit of these properties, form properties. So we have different property, and we can display the property in alphabetical order. You can see here, if we will click on A to Z, then it will display all the properties in alphabetic list. So you can see here B, C, D, E, F, E, H, I, J, K, L. So it is according to alphabetic order, and we can categorize them. So the first button is the categorize. So we can categorize the property according to different properties, and these are the different property. So location, we can write here location where to display the form. So these are the different form property value, their value, and the name of property is this, and its value is this. And event also, we have been event of in the particular form. Suppose we have been form one, so inside the form one, suppose we have different events, so we can mention the event also there. So this is event button. By this button we can put the event also. So these are the some properties. I have expanded these property. Auto scroll, automatically scroll, or vertical and horizontal scroll we can put here. Back color of the form, font of the form, fore color of the form, location, change the x coordinate and y coordinate by 00 to 30 30. Suppose we have to change 50 50, then its size will be uh, changed accordingly. And minimize box selected false, so we can put this minimize box or not. Size, we can change the size of x coordinate, y coordinate by this by the x1 y1 and x2 y2 coordinate. And start position tags, we can write here first window application. So this is the tags which can put here. Suppose we have to change here, so accordingly it will change. So you can see here first property window. So it will be displayed here. So these are the tags of this form. So we have different form event also. So you can see here the list of form event. So key up, key down, layout, leave, load, location change, maximize bond change, maximum size change. So we have been different events. So when we will click on the event button, this is event, this is event button. So we'll have this event button. So as we will select this event button, so accordingly it will display the different event also. So this is the event. Somehow this arrow is wrongly showing this one. So this is event button. So these are the different events. Add a code response to event like button click and form the properties window. Select the lighting board, double click on the event name and generate the code. So register event, bring the interest. So accordingly we can have different events. And we have, suppose we have closing event. So you can see here this closing event. So this is the program, this is the piece of program which can be written with the event. So as we have already explained you event handling in C#.NET. With help of the delegate we can use event handling. And here we have assignment operator. This dot closing, closing is an event. So this is the object of the same class. This dot closing equals to this dot closing plus new system dot component model dot cancel event handler, this dot closing. So this is the closing event, private void form1 underscore closing and object sender system dot component model dot cancel event argse. And message box dot show, we can show the message box, we can display the message box here. So this is the uh, form event. And you can see here we can expand here this is the view of solution explorer. I have already explained you the solution explorer is in the left side of this window. It is here we have property window, we have solution explorer, we have dynamic help. So when we'll click on the solution explorer, it will display the list of all the files. So see, in this program we have been this solution explorer, we have selected the solution explorer. It has the form1.cs, program.cs. We have been different differences, we have been different properties. So it will display all the list of a particular project which is related to the particular project. So we'll expand form1.cs node and reveal the form1 designer.cs file. So we can expect it also, and accordingly it will display all the files and references of a particular project. And same time we can click properties of particular component, and dynamic help we can also will also have. So these are the all events, properties and solution explorer, everything regarding the form. So in next class we will discuss particularly on the different component of the Windows programming. So hope you understand this lecture. So thank you guys, thank you very much.